A long walk. It's been over an hour on the road. I'm on my way to the farm of this man, John Banzali. He doesn't know what to expect. Upon reaching there, he is in shock.
I'm not
the only one affected by the floods. I couldn't harvest anything. A lot of people in Wulugu didn't harvest anything from their farms. So this dry season, there would be a lot of hunger. We can only rely on God. He sees beyond what human beings see. He's our helper. This is it, the sheer level of devastation that extreme rainfall and unmitigated sunshine is having on farmland. This 2.5 acre maize farm that is meant to be feeding a household of nearly 20 people has now been destroyed by the floods. And as the dry season looms here, only one thing remains on the minds of farmers: hunger and uncertainty. John is one of hundreds of farmers in Wulugu, a small town in the northern region, who are now counting their losses. Felling of trees here for fuel wood is a major economic activity. The effect of that has now reached alarming levels, exposing farmlands to the havoc of floods. In Wulugu, like many parts of northern Ghana, trees that are being cut go into activities like charcoal burning.
The forest that has been going down and down, it didn't start at this time. Far long, the time we were not even born, they were into this business, this charcoal business. And if you interview them, is the poverty and all things comes under. We have only one rainy season.
Ghana has lost a third of its forest cover in the last 2 decades alone. At the current rate of deforestation, with no clear government commitment to protect the country's forests, it may only get worse. Justice Beidou, Joy News, Wulugu. The joy of motherhood. A 45-year-old woman cuddling her twin sons. But the story of how these children were born isn't quite as nice. Yibinena had to be carried onto a motorbike, hoping to make a 15-kilometer journey to the district hospital in Wichau, the capital of the Wa West district, to deliver. This was more than 10 hours after she had gone into labor. 5 kilometers into the journey, her first baby came out while she was still on the motorbike. The bike carried her, ran out of fuel, and she had to be carried back home to deliver the second.
When
I was pregnant, I suffered. I really suffered. I have given birth 8 times before my twins. Immediately after the first month in my pregnancy, I started falling sick. My chest, I was anemic, and the nearest clinic is 6 kilometers from here. And when I went there, they gave me only paracetamol. I had to go to the district capital. It is 15 kilometers away. When I got there, I could not walk. I didn't have money. My husband didn't have money. We only get money from burning charcoal, and because I was pregnant, I stopped the charcoal work. I didn't have money for transport.
Yibinena lives in Dodoma, a small community in the Wa West district of the Upper West region. Her village has no health facility, no electricity, and no road connecting it to the next village with a health post. Like many women in Dodoma, Yebinena has already lost 4 children in previous pregnancies and now is scared of giving birth again. This is Pinsua. She has an even terrible story than Yebinena, bleeding 4 straight days in her last pregnancy. When she finally reached the closest CHIPS compound, she was told she had lost the baby.
There's a CHIPS compound 6 kilometers away, but when we go there, there are no nurses there. So we walk there and find that the facility is empty. So that is why we go to the district hospital. Even if you send a patient there, you won't find anybody there. It's an empty facility.
About 300 deaths are still recorded in every 100,000 live births in Ghana, despite the huge efforts made at reducing maternal mortality. This region is one of the leading casualties. This is the Talawana CHIPS compound. It's located about 6 miles away from the Dodoma community. It's supposed to be the first point of call for pregnant women in need of urgent health care. Government has recently built hundreds of such structures across many remote communities in Ghana. The problem, though, is that there are usually not enough health workers to work in them. And in instances where there are, they usually do not have the facilities or even the medicines to work with.
If I had given birth, it definitely would have been a human being, so I would have been happy to have him. But he died, so there's nothing I can do.
As much of the problems that cause these avoidable deaths persist, the women of Dodoma, like many expectant mothers across Ghana, would continue to live in fear of giving birth again. Justice Bedu, Joy News, Dodoma, Upper West Region.